What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to my mess of a shop. We are this close to painting. So we have this car almost ready to go. The only thing that we have to do today, we're gonna scuff every panel with some red Scotch-Brite. We need to make every panel look like the trunk. So I just use the trunk as like a little test piece. So we need to make everything that looks like this, look like that. And thankfully, if you watched my last video, I broke some of the roof clips, taking off the roof molding, and they do make those clips still, so I have a few of those on the way. And we have a couple more goodies coming. We are finishing up some of the bodywork on the front bumper that I actually forgot about. So I'm finishing this up. I have one coat of glaze on here. I already have the body filler underneath. So we're just gonna need to sand that. But all in all, we need to make every panel look like that trunk. So that way, when we go spray color, it'll stick. So course of action is just gonna be some red Scotch-Brite, and we're gonna just go to town on all of these panels. And once we get all this fully prepped out and ready for paint, we need to clean this car. We're gonna scrub it down one more time with the Scotch-Brite, but a wet sand with the greaser to get everything off of this. And then we'll hit it with wax and grease remover, and then we'll be ready to tack cloth it and spray. So pretty much what I learned is that in doing this, you're giving the base coat something to adhere to mechanically. So you're gonna have like the chemical adhesion of the actual base coat, but this is going to assist in the mechanical adhesion part so that your base coat does not crack and flake and make your paint job look like crap. So we need to take off these roof clips so that we can make sure that we can clean in here and get that scuffed up, because this is going to be a failure point right on this curve here. And that is a good reason why you should take these out, because it is absolutely filthy in here. So we need to get all this cleaned up and ensure that there is no dirt, debris left in there, as well as all inside of this roof molding line here. I don't know how we're going to get that completely clean, because that is very difficult to get to. I might have to take a microfiber and like a hard card just to get all this stuff loosened up, so that maybe we can get it out with vacuum and get it as clean as we possibly can. We'll see. It's probably easier to go over this with a DA, but I'm not experienced enough, nor do I have like an interface pad on my DA, so I don't want to burn through anything and make more work for myself in the long run. So we're just gonna have to take our time and maybe go over a few spots, like 5 or 6 times, just to make sure. All right, now since we got the entire car scuffed up and prepped out, I'm gonna scuff the bumper while it's on the car, just to give me a little bit more leverage to push into it, and then we can go ahead and pull it off so we can get all the edges. I always wildly underestimate how long it's going to take me to sand anything down. It takes forever. So I'm going to throw some IPA on these panels just to see how we did on our scuffing. Because I want to try and get this dust off here so I can see the actual sand scratches and know if I need to sand anywhere else, or if I did a good job the first time. Most likely, didn't do a good job the first time. Now we're gonna wait for that to evaporate. I'm gonna go do the same thing to the other side, and then we'll come back and see how well we did. That looks pretty good. The only thing I see is a couple spots down there. That can be taken care of very easily, but majority of this is done. And that's huge. So we still have some of that alcohol blowing off here. And then on the rear bumper, a couple spots here. You're not gonna get it perfect on your first try, so. Now, you may be thinking to yourself, Wyatt, that looks like crap. And to that I say, it's supposed to, I think. So I think that's how it's supposed to go. We don't really know, but also I'm gonna be pulling off the rear bumper, not in this video, so I'm not really prepping that out yet. I'm just prepping out all of the panels that are gonna stay on the vehicle when we go to spray it, because I still have body work to do there, and we have a lot of sanding to do there. So now that this side is complete, that's pretty much how it's gonna have to look going into paint, and it's gonna look way better when we're done. But any spot that's still relatively shiny, like up here, I need to hit hard again and make it look like that. And then we're gonna have to go through, scuff the roof, scuff the hood, and then scuff the other side, because the trunk is done. So that's some massive progress. I'm gonna bang out the passenger side real quick, make it look like the driver's side, and then we can go ahead and finish up this bodywork here, and then we'll hopefully have a beautiful car next video. Well, we got one of the door handles out. Now we just need to figure out how to take off the actual handle portion from the mounting plate. Then we have 3 more to do. Honestly, not too bad. All right, now we got all of the door handles off the driver's side and off the passenger side. I did lose 1 bolt in that door right there. But from here, now we're just gonna finish up some scuffing, and we'll be on our way to paint. Now, really the only thing left to do is clean the inside of these window moldings, Scotch-Brite the hood, and then Scotch-Brite the bumper. I got all the bodywork finished up on the front bumper here, so that's all nice and smooth. The reason I had to redo this is because I reinforced it from the back with the metal mesh, and I did not reinforce it on the front with the metal mesh, so it did crack again. Right where I did my repair, it cracked, and it cracked down here as well because I didn't reinforce it. But now everything is reinforced front and back with the metal, plastic welded back together, body filled. We are 98% ready for paint. I think one of the toughest hurdles, I think, for painting is going to be number 1, masking the car correctly. We won't have any paint going into the interior or getting on things that we do not want it to get on. And then the other thing that I think is going to be hard to overcome is how much paint you lay down and the speed that you have to spray at. And then I think the trickiest part is going to be the clear coat. Making that look nice. I've watched a lot of videos on how to do it, and it's definitely not easy. But do I think it's doable? Probably. We'll figure it out. But either way, this car is 98% ready to go. We have to pull off the rear bumper still, put it on this and Scotch-Brite it. And I will say, if you take your time with the DA, it goes a lot faster than doing it by hand with a Scotch-Brite. Just use the Scotch-Brite to get in areas that you can't reach with the DA. I think that's where I'm going to wrap up today's video. It feels like I've been sanding forever, and I have been. It's been about 6 hours of sanding this car. But next video is going to be probably my biggest video yet. We're going to be masking this entire car, getting this car in a booth, and doing a full respray for the first time ever. So, as always, thank you guys for the continued support. I appreciate every single one of you, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. See ya.